folks, and welcome into Upper Sandusky High School, where we have the Upper Sandusky Lady Rams taking on the Riverdale Lady Falcons. It's live, it's free, it's coming to you on your PC, phone, tablet, any smart device, and it's all coming your way live and free next right here on the OH Report.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
We believe in the gun, and our players don't use it most days. They use it every day.
In my 20 years as head coach, I've used the gun every single year. Well, my dream as a coach that everybody would grow up with the gun, because getting all those reps would make my job a lot easier.
Welcome back to Upper Sandusky High School. Hayden Gray here joining you this afternoon, or should I say this evening. Going to be joining you on the mic tonight for some play-by-play commentary as the Upper Sandusky Lady Rams host the Riverdale Lady Falcons. Beautiful afternoon that we have here today, and a great opportunity for some live and free high school hoops. Our Joy Skoronski, who's running camera for me today, had a chance to catch up with Coach Vent of the Lady Rams. Here's what he had to say ahead of the game this afternoon.
Into the season so far, but can you just give me a little insight? You had a winning team last year that went to districts. Give me a little insight about the team this year.
Yeah, I mean, last year we started 3 freshmen at guard, and we started out the season pretty strong last year. We were like 9-3 at one point, and then one of our leading scorers got hurt and didn't play much in the second half of the season, so we kind of had to readjust a little bit, and it took us some time to adjust, and then we made that little bit of run in the tournament. So obviously starting 3 freshman guards, they returned this year for us. They're a big strength for us. But our 2 seniors last night led us in scoring with 16 and 15. So we have good balance between our the length and the height that we have, along with the perimeter players that we have. So we're still young. It feels like those sophomores now have been part of our program for so long, it seems like. But they're still sophomores, so they still have a lot of growing to do themselves. So. But, right now our unity's been real strong to begin the season. So, we're real pleased with where our cohesiveness is right now and how we're sharing the basketball and just playing together. So, had a good win last night, won by 18 against a pretty good Van Buren team. So, excited to see how we come back tonight. So.
All right, and then is there anybody, we're going to be covering your guys' games every time you guys are at home. Is there anybody that the OH Report and, you guys need to be on the lookout for on your team as far as who's going to be your star player?
Like I said, Cadence, she's a senior wing type player. She's the one that got hurt last year. As a sophomore, she was second team all league. So she had a good game last night, 16 points, 9 rebounds. Our other senior, Valoria Stowers, had 15 points and 10 rebounds last night. But as far as like a star, I'll be honest with you, on any given night, any one of our, especially our top 5 starters, any one of them can go for 15, 16 points because each one of the freshmen last year had games in the tournament where they were our leading scorers. So we're pretty well balanced. So I wouldn't say we have a star player, but obviously Cadence has the most experience and, has the most recognition right now. So she would be the one probably that you'd want to keep an eye on. So.
All right. Well, thank you so much and good luck.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
And that, again, one more time, was head coach of the Upper Sandusky Lady Rams, Jerry Vent, catching up with Joy Skronsky. Thank you, Joy, for getting that little bit of insight before today's contest as starting lineups are underway. But should be a phenomenal matchup between two teams who do tend to meet up during the non-conference portion at the beginning of the season. And while we have a chance, we'll dive in and look at the keys of the game. First, for the visiting Riverdale Lady Falcons to see what they need to do to get the job done today. They need to claw the ball. Last night they played carry, and they coughed the ball up more times than they scored points. So for them tonight, it's going to be critical for them to hold on to that rock, take care of it, and don't give Upper Sandusky any second chance points. Be the road warriors. Come in here, get a big win on a Saturday afternoon, and take that win home, and then isolate Isles. Cadence Isles for Upper Sandusky is that leader and that playmaker they're looking for. So try and isolate her and get her in situations where you can force the other hand. Now let's take a look at Upper Sandusky, see what they're going to need to do today to bring home a win here on their home court. I'm looking for win number 2, make it 2. Big win last night over Van Buren, so look to make it 2 in a row. Defend the court, play strong defense, force those Lady Falcons to turn it over as much as they did the other day, and then party out at the three-point line. 7 3-pointers in their game the other night, so look to do that again as we are underway here in the first quarter. That was our Kimmel Corporation pregame show. Thank you to Kimmel Corporation. And we're underway as Grace Walton brings the ball up the court. Begin to get in rotation. We'll take a look at the starting lineups for both sides in just a few moments. Falcons playing tight defense right now. Upper Sandusky spreading the wealth around the arc. Dribble inside, Leah Kinley passes it back off to Walton. Dishes it outside to Isles. Little inside-outside game working right now for the Lady Rams. Newman drives inside, but she doesn't have a look. They're going to swing it out to Newman back on the perimeter. Riverdale playing some tight spot-up defense right now, switching on all those screens. Driven inside, though, by Leah Kinley, and she's going to get the first points of the game for the Lady Rams. It's 2-0. Riverdale get their first chance now on the offensive side, try and work the ball. It's going to be coughed up, though. Grace Walton brings the ball up the court, kicks it back out to the corner. Newman fires off a 3, and it's good. 5-0 lead now for the for the Lady Rams, starting off hot. So they get back down on the defensive side. Ball fed in to Vent. Kicks it out to Shaw, but it's going to be a little bit too much. It's going to be a turnover. Lady Rams basketball, and an early timeout taken by Riverdale. And while we have a chance, let's look at the starting lineup for the Lady Falcons. Led by head coach Mickey Bonham. And those starters tonight, Manny Biltoff, standing at 5'3", the senior. Mariah Bonham, 5'9", the sophomore. Olivia Combs, number 20. 23, Atlee Vent, and 24, Kinsey Shaw. And now on the other side, we'll take a look at who's starting tonight for the Lady Rams of Upper Sandusky. Starting tonight is Addie Newman, the sophomore guard, Grace Walton, Leah Kinley, Cadence Isles, the senior wing, and Valora Stowers, the other senior forward. Those are your starting lineups tonight. Again, brought to you by the Kimmel Corporation as we're resuming play. Upper Sandusky with the chance now off the turnover to expand their lead. Ball movement around the lane again, and number 23, Cadence Isles, drives it inside. Nice finish. Collects herself through the traffic and gets a big steal on the other side. Just snatch that rock away. Looking to go coast to coast. Isles going to pick up the blocking foul. Not on the shot, so they will inbound. As you take a look on our BS Media instant replay. So it'll be Upper Sandusky ball. Already forced 2 early turnovers on Riverdale. Taking a shot from the outside now. Leah Kinley. Knocks down the second three of the day for those Lady Rams. And a quick 10-0 lead with 5:45 left to play here in the first quarter. Want to welcome everyone in that's watching today. Drop us a comment. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering on. When I get a chance, I'll take a look at the comments, see who's in the fan zone. But my goodness, Grace Walton putting on the spin cycle. And they're going to get the ball right back. Riverdale stepped over the line on the inbounds pass, so their third turnover early into the contest. And Riverdale going to burn a 60-second timeout now. Coach Bonham looking to try and calm down the nerves, calm the play of the players, but Upper Sandusky couldn't ask for a better start thus far. Only one missed shot from the field for those Lady Rams so far. But as I was saying, already see a few of you popping into the comment section. Rosemary Austin cheering on Rosemary Austin over on the Facebook side. If you're watching over on YouTube, drop a comment in the chat section. Let us know who you're cheering on, where you're watching from. Real quick, while we do have a chance here at the break, would like to thank all the sponsors that are going to be making this game possible for you tonight. Kimmel Corporation, Chris Daris of Edward Jones Financial Advisor, Wilson Tire, Quest Federal Credit Union, Spherion Mid Ohio, and Shoot Away. I'll let you know a little bit more information about all these companies here in a little bit, but we just want to say a huge thank you to them. Check out their services and products in your area and help support these businesses who help support the live and free coverage that you're taking in today, as the Upper Sandusky Lady Rams will have the ball on their side. Looking to turn this one to a 14-point lead. Haven't given up a single point yet. As Isles will take the ball at the top of the key, dish it off. Swinging the ball around. Leah Kinley was left alone, takes a few dribbles. Passes it out to Isles, who takes a wide open look at a three. Misses it, though, just short. Grace Walton able to corral the rebound, though, on the offensive glass. Drives inside. That one no good. Rebound goes to the Falcons. Foul on Isles for the Lady Rams. Her first foul of the day. Now Riverdale looking for their first opportunity to get a bucket. Maddie Beltoff dribbling around at the top near half court, but going to cough the ball over again. The fourth turnover early here in this first quarter for Riverdale. Walton will bring the ball up the court, kicks it over to Newman. Try to go back inside to Leah Kinley, but a little bit too much sauce on that pass. You take a look at our BS Media instant replay. Be the Rams' first turnover of the afternoon, who now they're going to turn on a little bit of a press, try and force Riverdale to work through it, and they cough up a turnover right there. Walton bringing the ball up the court, kicks it over to Isles. Takes a few dribbles, got a nice look inside, up with the right hand, no good. Rebound goes to Riverdale. Now they're trying to feed the ball inside, good. Little pass, shot up, no good. Fight for the offensive board, but Upper Sandusky will retain possession. Last off of Kinsley Shaw from Riverdale. So the Lady Rams showing their offensive power early, but it's really been about those turnovers. As the Lady Rams will turn one over there. Tried to operate that tightrope there near the baseline. Not enough space, though. And we'll have another timeout. Upper Sandusky would like to talk things over. 30-second timeout. As you see, the score 12-0 here early. 4:09 left in the first quarter on our Wilson Tire Company scoreboard. But as I said, drop me a comment. Let me know what you're doing today. How are you taking in this chilly Saturday? Nice to see a little bit of sunshine earlier this morning. Lee A. Sheely says, watching from Fostoria. Hi, Kendall. Good afternoon to you, Lee. Thanks for tuning in. Excited that we're going to be able to say we'll be up here for every home game this season for both the Upper Sandusky Lady Rams and the boys program. Kind of going to be our second home this winter, so all those Upper Sandusky Rams fans look forward to that as the Lady Falcons turn it over. But you see down at the bottom of our screen, if you comment, you get to dive into our newly revamped and fresh look fan zone. Drop those comments. Let us know what's going on and be seen down at the bottom of the screen. And now the Lady Rams will turn it right back over, trying to drop an ear in on the ref's explanation. Went somewhat along the lines of needing to inbound it more quickly and directly off the pass. So Riverdale able to get it across court now, even through the press. But Isles fighting for the rock. Official's going to say it's Riverdale ball. Tough position to see it right there. Anyone's best guess, but was inevitably shoved off from Upper Sandusky. So Riverdale still looking for that elusive first bucket of the game. They lost to Cary just last night in the season opener at home. Scored 25 points, but 37 turnovers. So we're going to need to make some adjustments here tonight. Don't want to fall down that same pattern and hold they are again. Going to be an offensive foul on number 10, Maria Bonham. Be her first, team second for Riverdale. One foul for Upper Sandusky through the halfway point in the first quarter. Walton takes a look wide open from the top, and she drills it. Third three-pointer of the day for Upper Sandusky, now up to a 15-0 lead. Keeping that press on, and that'll be a 5-second violation. The Rams will take back over on their own side. Take one more look at that three-pointer drilled just a few moments ago from Grace Walton. And now looking to do it again. She's left wide open. A little bit too much on that one. Offensive board, though, for Upper Sandusky. Drives into the lane, bucket, good. And they're going to keep that press on. Double dribble on Bonham. Upper Sandusky just having their way defensively. The 7th turnover for Riverdale here in the first quarter. Still looking for that first point as well. No JV action here today. I do not believe Riverdale has a JV team. So varsity elected, you know what? Let's move up our game time. Tip off at 5. Not a bad idea. You get to catch some live and free high school hoops before primetime college football, whatever else you're doing with your Saturday. As Valora Stowers drives into the lane, picks up a couple points for herself. Trap in the corner. I believe the call is going to be a pushing foul on Grace Walton, her first, team second here in the first quarter. So far, your leading scorer today, Leah Kinley, with 7 first-quarter points. Grace Walton not far behind with 5 of her own. And 2 points for Valora Stowers. So they've been spreading the wealth. That's something they did in that first game as well. I believe 4 different Lady Rams knocking down 3-pointers in their season opener on the road against Van Buren. They would win that game last night as well. So starting off 1-0, would love to start off the season 2-0. Get big wins in those non-conference games. And a double dribble on the Lady Falcons. So a chance now for Upper Sandusky to inbound. Leah Kinley will bring the ball up the court. And she's looking to go inside herself, picks up the foul, and it'll be on the shot. So 2 free throws coming her way. She take one more look at that one. So 2 shots now for Leah Kinley. First free throw attempts of the night for the Lady Rams. First shot up. And good. Another shot up now for Kinley. rims out. No good on the second, so 1 of 2 of the line at that trip. Riverdale gets the ball into the front court pretty quick. We're going to cough it back over as Bailey Fox, early into her first minutes of the game, drives it in. Shot no good. Rebound goes to Riverdale. Upper Sandusky going to back off a little bit of the full court press. Conserve some of that energy. Inside pass. Good looks here for the Lady Falcons, who do get on the board. Olivia Combs gets the first field goal of the day for Riverdale, who now trails 20-2. And back on the other side, Kinley looking to drive it in quick. You take one more look at Combs' bucket. Nice ball movement there on that possession for the Lady Falcons. That's going to be critical if they want to continue to find success inside. But Kinley back to the line now for 2 more attempts. The 4th foul on Riverdale. First shot's up, and it's good. Substitutions now. Addie Newman will check back in. And so will Cadence Isles back in the ball game. So the full starting lineup, with the exception of Grace Walton getting back out on the court here for the last couple minutes of the first quarter. Almost another steal there. Lady Falcons hold on to the rock, though. Opportunity now as they drive into the lane. Morgan Corto trapped, kicks it out, though. Liberty Cummings shot up, no good. Another offensive board, though, for the Lady Falcons. We'll kick it to the top of the key. Open opportunity now. Shot no good. Another offensive rebound. But then a foul on Valoria Stowers. Take a look there one more time. A lot of ball. Take one more look. Maybe the arm on the non-shooting arm. But, you know, early season, some of those things going to be called, wanting to set the tone for how the game's going to be called for the year. First shot no good, though, from the charity strike for Cummings. Just the first foul on Stowers of the afternoon, though. Second shot good for Cummings. Substitution now. Maddie Biltoff will check out. Kinsley Shaw will check back in. The 5'8" sophomore for the Lady Falcons this year. As Walton kicks it off to Isles. Thought about a 3. And that'll be a travel. So Riverdale with another opportunity. Under a minute now to go in the first quarter. Trailing by 18. Full court press back on for the Lady Rams. I think trying to make a statement with their defense. Want to let opponents know this year that's not going to be any jokes. And the officials will call a travel on Mariah Bonham. Just take one more look. See how many steps she took. A few too many there before getting the ball down for a dribble. As the struggles offensively continue for Riverdale, but Upper Sandusky so far looking very strong. Not sure how to gauge it against this Riverdale team, but seeing a lot of good things from the Lady Rams here in game number 2 of the season. Offensive rebound. Second shot, though, no good. Ball moved up court. Morgan Coteau back in the corner. Kicks it up top to Cummings. Facing some pressure from Walton. Got the ball away before she crossed court, but straight to the Lady Rams, who drive inside. Grace Walton, excuse me. Really ferocious once she takes it to the hole, no fear. Drives right inside. Gives the Lady Rams a 20-point lead. And the Lady Falcons can't get a shot off as we wrap up the first quarter. Lady Rams up to a 20-point lead after 1. 23-3. You're watching high school basketball live and free exclusively on the OH Report.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
We believe in the gun, and our players don't use it most days. They use it every day.
In my 20 years as head coach, I've used the gun every single year. Well, my dream as a coach that everybody would grow up with the gun, because getting all those reps would make my job a lot easier.
Second quarter action coming to you live and free here from Upper Sandusky. Welcome back to the Rams Gymnasium. Upper Sandusky currently the holders of a 23-3 lead over the Riverdale Lady Falcons. Hayden Gray kicking it with you today on play-by-play as Walton brings the ball up the court. Starters getting a lot of PT here in the first half. JV coach Vent was letting me know a lot of their JV players did dress today. We'll probably see a lot of playing time in the second half as they did not have a game earlier before this one. Again, like I said, I don't believe Riverdale has a JV team this year. Riverdale now grabs the board, feeds it inside, pass a little bit too quick, but corralled back in. They kick it up top. Beltoff kicks it inside. Now trying to work their in and out game. See if it can bring anything. They'll call a jump ball. Walton and Combs battling it out. Upper Sandusky currently holds possession, so it'll be Lady Rams ball 1 minute into the second quarter. As you take a look down on our Wilson Tire Company scoreboard. Addie Newman put up a 3-shot, no good though. Rebound to the Lady Falcons. It's been a little while since the Lady Rams not down a three-pointer. 3 in the first quarter. 7 total, though, in their first game of the season, so it's obviously something they like to do. As Biltoff able to pick up the foul on Isles. That'll be Isles' second foul today, so she'll check out for the moment. Brooke Finscally will check in. Four fouls apiece for each side. So far here today, no one in the bonus situation. Riverdale looking for the inbound. Snatched away, though, by Valoria Stowers. Now a 2-on-1 fast break. Kicks it outside. Newman drives. Layup. Good. Newman gets crafty. Takes it in. Picks up another one. Upper Sandusky 25-3. Defense has just been swarming today. And Riverdale, as you see right there, has just struggled to hold on to the rock. 10 first half turnovers. Could have had an open shot outside, but Newman opts to go inside. Both teams had a hand on the ball. As you take a look right along the baseline. Foot of Riverdale, though, out of bounds. So when both teams got a grip on the ball like that, Riverdale's hand was out of bounds, so we'll stay with Upper Sandusky. Not a lot of pressure on the perimeter. Riverdale trying to cut off those inside lanes, but in turn have been leaving players open just like Grace Walton. Shot up, no good. However, they'll get the offensive glass, kick it back into Walton, who kicks it outside. Shot up. Addie Newman able to knock down the three-pointer. Great ball movement in and out there for Upper Sandusky. Working their way towards a 30-point lead. Jump ball possession will stay with Riverdale, but Coach Vent loving the effort and enthusiasm he's seeing out of his girls. It's definitely one of those games you jump out to a 25-point lead. Coach is going to be watching to see how engaged you stay and how bad you still want it. And right now, not looking for any issues close to that half-court line. Shot up. Didn't catch any of the hoop. And looks like it was last off of Kinsey Shaw. So Upper Sandusky gets possession. And I did see earlier that there is a Ram sighting. Upper Sandusky rocking the mascot. Kind of been hovering it over in the corner so far. But awesome to see. You don't see too many mascots live in person anymore at high school basketball games. So looking forward to spending about 22 games with that mascot. As Mariah Bonham scores one right in front of the Ram mascot to get on the board. But right back down on the other end, Stowers responds. Beltoft over on the left side. She's going back and forth with Grace Walton. Kicks over to Bonham. Can't find any open lanes right now. The length that Upper Sandusky has with Stowers down in that paint to cut off the passing lanes, as well as Alyssa Swartz, makes it hard. Even if you see someone open, can't always get it over there. Going to be an offensive foul on number 20, Olivia Combs, for the Lady Falcons, their 5th team foul of the first half. .422 here left in the first half. Fox kicks it over. Ball rotation again. Key for the Lady Rams as Elise Swartz knocks down the 5th three-pointer of the contest for Upper, who now is up 33-5, 28-point lead. And the scrappiness leads to a turnover and then a foul on the ensuing play from Mariah Bonham. Riverdale's 6th foul of the half. Ball driven inside, kicked back out to Stowers. Moving it around the top of the key again. Swings it all the way over to Bailey Fox, who stands alone wide open. Three-pointer no good, though. Rebound to Kinley, who puts the shot up. That one going to be no good as well. Rebound to Stowers. 2 offensive boards there. Struggling to hold on to that rock, though, a little bit. Thought about a few threes. Coach Vent would like a full timeout. 60-second timeout here in the second quarter. Upper Sandusky up 33-5, and there is the Ram that I was referring to. I'm sure he's staying plenty warm. The ideal outfit to have on today with some of the winter temps that we've been having, and our producer Adam's right. Not much of a neck for the Ram, but I can see they found a jersey that fits, shorts that are almost down to its ankles. So, you know what? It looks really comfortable, and Sherpa has become really popular and cozy, and it's kind of what the outside looks like. I'm not sure the inside would be as nice, but awesome. Like I said, we're gonna help try and keep their identity a secret. I don't know it, and I don't want to know it for all 18, 22, whatever. All 22 games we're gonna be here. Gonna have some company, so maybe over the course of the season, we'll have the Ram come over for an interview or guest appearance. So stay tuned for that throughout the course of the season as play got to come back now. Good crowd in here, though, this afternoon. Both lower sides filled in quite nicely. A little bit too much sauce on that one. Riverdale going to come out with the rebound, but a fight for the ball. Going to stay in play. Upper Sandusky forces the turnover, and the effort keeps it on their side. Now trying to move that ball around inside and out. They've been good at that all afternoon, but pass right there going to be a little bit too much. Hope Morris was already on her way more over to the corner, so Riverdale will retain the ball. 3 minutes to play here in the first half. Kind of neglected our comments for a little. I see Nate Cortad says, "Go Falcons." Thanks for tuning in today, Nate. Rooting for those Lady Falcons of Riverdale. You know what, Nate, I'm curious, how far away is Riverdale from here? I'm not familiar with their location, so let me know how much it is, and if it's a pretty hefty drive, glad we could be here to bring this game to you. Upper has really found a groove, rotating around the perimeter, and you can see why so many shooters on this team. Elise Swartz knocks down her second three of the second quarter as the lead now exceeds to 31 points for the Lady Rams. Falcons have had some flashes, but trying to get things going. Cummings can't find much of a lane, stuck in the corner, and now she picks up that dribble. Tough spot to try and find a pass. And that ball going to be coughed over. Just was not able, after picking up that dribble, to find any of her teammates. And I see Riverdale High School is a 20-minute commute from Upper. So, yeah, that's closer than we were. But, you know, we got to get used to the drive out on 30. Not terrible to get here. And a wonderful gym in here. My first time here at Upper Sandusky High School since being a high schooler myself and coming to watch my alma mater play basketball. But beautiful court, beautiful arena, and so far extremely wonderful people that we've been getting to meet here today. Three-pointer up, and it's good for Elise Swartz. Make that 3 threes here in the second quarter for her. 9 points on the night. It's Riverdale. Just every time they think they've been able to inch a little bit closer to the hoop, it just gets shut down. Three-pointer up, no good for Maddie Biltoff. Walton now doing what she does best, drives into the lane and let the rotation begin. Make it 4. Elise Swartz on fire. The second quarter has been hers off the bench. The 5'8" wing, the senior, has 12 points here, leads all scorers as Isles comes up with the steal. Passes it up to Newman, who puts it in for 2. And Upper Sandusky explodes in the last 30 seconds, up to a 44-5 game. 30 seconds remaining here in the first half. Riverdale puts up another look from the three-point line, but it is no good. Newman spends some time, kicks it back up to Walton in under 20 seconds. I think they're going to be looking for the final shot of the half. Kicks it outside to Isles. Kicks it up top now to Swartz. Thought about maybe going for a fifth. Isles, though, passes it off, and they just ran out of time. And that will do it for the first half. Upper Sandusky jumps in the last 30 seconds to a 44-5 lead, a 39-point lead heading into the half. So keep it here. We're going to break down some stats and analysis at the break. You're watching high school basketball live and free right here on the OH Report.
have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
We believe in the gun, and our players don't use it most days. They use it every day.
In my 20 years as head coach, I've used the gun every single year. Well, my dream as a coach that everybody would grow up with the gun, because getting all those reps would make my job a lot easier.
halftime here from Upper Sandusky, where the Lady Rams hold a 39-point lead, 44-5 over the Riverdale Lady Falcons. Let's dive right in and take a look at those halftime stats brought to you by Kimmel Corporation. So, on the night, obviously it's been a bit of a struggle here for Riverdale in the first half. Couple field goals, they found their way after going most of the first quarter scoreless, but turnovers has still been the biggest issue. They've coughed the ball over 13 times, had 34 turnovers in their first season opener, so they're below halfway at that point. So there's the bright side. Riverdale Lady Falcons fans on pace for fewer turnovers this game, but obviously they got to find who is going to be the offensive creator, who's going to be the playmaker. On the other side, it's been even. It's been spread out all over the place. All the love being shown. Those 8 3-pointers are what really stick out to me. Elise Swartz really kicked things off there in the second quarter, and then she just went on fire. She leads all scorers with 12 at the half. Some more individual scoring for you. Addie Newman with 10 points. Grace Walton with 7. Leah Kinley with 9. Cadence Isles with 2. And Valoria Stowers with 4 points. No one in too bad of foul trouble yet here either, so everything looking good. Those are your halftime stats brought to you by the Kimmel Corporation, which will next launch me into thanking our sponsors tonight while we have the opportunity. Kimmel Corporation, as I just mentioned, locally owned and operated since 1931 from factories to job sites. We are the right fit for your staff. Contact them today at 419-294-1959. Chris Daris, Edward Jones, financial advisor. Working together, we can help develop a complete tailored strategy to help you achieve your financial goals. Contact Chris at 419-294-1953. Wilson Tire, with the winter season quickly approaching, shop for the tires you need at Wilson Tire Company, located at 300 North Warpole Street in Upper Sandusky. Quest Federal Credit Union. Check out Quest Federal Credit Union, your local member-owned full-service financial institution with products and services for members of all ages. Spherion Mid Ohio. Get the right help finding your next job with Spherion Mid Ohio staffing and recruiting. And Shoot Away, the ultimate basketball shooting machine with over 26,000 units sold. Help support an American small business right here in Upper Sandusky, Ohio. Contact them at 800-294-4654. So again, those are your sponsors bringing you the action live and free tonight. And I also want to let you know on a little thing that we got going on tonight too as well. Regional final football at that, going down tonight from New Philly. Our game that we're going to have for you is number 3 Danville taking on number 1 Warren JFK. Got them reversed there for a second. But the first time these two teams have met to compete for a regional final. Now, due to OHSAA rules and regulations, we cannot do the game exactly in real time, so we will be airing it on a short delay. Hope to be kicking that off around 9 p.m. But again, folks, that's free on our Facebook and YouTube channel. No payments, no paywalls. That'll be absolutely free tonight. Brian Skoronski and Travis Berardi will be on the call with great commentary, multicam, interviews, band shows, all the works. So anyone wanting to tune into that, look on our Facebook page and main YouTube channel around 9 o'clock this evening. But that'll do it for halftime. Third quarter, just a couple seconds away. And the PA announcer answers the question I was anxiously awaiting. It's been a while since basketball season, so wasn't sure what the margin was for a running clock in hoops, but we will begin the second half with a running clock. That 39-point victory, good enough to earn that for the Lady Rams, who start off here in the third quarter with all their starters back in. Walton trying to look inside. Stowers fighting for position. Kinley facing a lot of defense as well. Walton running around, and that's the thing. Riverdale started off, playing very tight defensively in the first quarter. Lady Rams just kind of found their stride. Isles thought about a 3, kicks it back out, and now they're content to just move that ball around, look for the best shot. That's the other thing this team has displayed today is patience. You see right there, Walton had a good chance at a wide open 3, but going to continue to work the offense. Just the second game of the year, so you want to begin. These become opportunities now. It's safe to say not at a major risk of losing this game, but you want to learn to feel comfortable in the offense and not do what they did right there, which is turn the ball over. Bonham thought about a three, but Upper Sandusky forces a turnover, and Stowers, no one with her down in the paint. Great effort and hustle to get back down, and she'll have the first points of the second half. Stowers now with 6 on the evening. Riverdale driving down the baseline. No foul called. A lot of contact, but going to be ruled as the turnover. Stowers all the way back down on the other side 2 times in a row. No, that wasn't our incident replay. She did it again. 8 points on the evening for her. As again, the wealth has just been spread all around today, showing from top to bottom, starters to bench, why they're a complete unit. As Riverdale puts a little bit too much on that pass. Let's take a look at that last bucket from Stowers on our BS Media instant replay. So if you see that clock running, you're like, hey, should be stopped. Again, if you're just joining us, we do have a running clock here in the third quarter. Did see we had another comment. Ann Dillon, Tavares, Florida, Kathy, Kinley, Eustis. I'm probably saying that wrong, but another city in Florida. So thanks for tuning in down at OH Report Florida headquarters. This is the time of the year, folks. Winter's coming. We see a lot of viewers from Florida, so thanks for tuning in this afternoon. Ball goes out of bounds, but it'll stay with Riverdale. Liberty Cummings up at the top, trying to get some work done on Walton. But Walton going to pick up the reach-in foul, her second of the afternoon. First team foul of the half for Upper Sandusky. Corey Tucker, proud Falcon fan, but going to be a tough year. Corey, thanks for tuning in. Definitely probably not the result that Coach Bonham or these Lady Falcons want today, but hey, I'm sure they appreciate you tuning in, giving them your support, and we appreciate tuning in as well. Corey, thanks for watching, and hopefully able to find a little bit more success to end the afternoon for the Lady Falcons. Get the board there off the missed layup from Kinley. Into the lane. Second chance points from Bonham. Right there. Picks up her own board, puts it in for 2. Isles. Thinks about going inside. Kicks it out to Kinley. Back inside to Walton. Outside, back to the corner. Over to Newman. Trying to direct traffic back out. Walton thinks about it. A little hesitation. Isles stands alone on an island, puts up a 3, in and out, no good. Rebound goes to the Falcons, and a foul will be called on Leah Kinley. Second team foul. For the Rams. Kinley and Newman will check out. Fox will check into the game along with Hope Morris. Any OSU fans tuning in out there today, they have regained the lead. Ohio State playing Maryland this afternoon. 17-13 game with 11 minutes to go in the third quarter. As Swartz somehow gets it all the way up, but shot going to be a little bit too strong from Brooke Finscaley. Ooh, a little behind the back move from Bonham. Kicks it outside, but a travel on Liberty Cummings, who had a good look at it. Unable to connect on a three-pointer, though. And that clock just continues to tick away. Now approaching 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Quick game here today. Only been playing for about 50 minutes. Swartz working around the outside. Now Fox Drives it in. She's going to kick it out to Swartz. Drives it in herself, and that's what I like. Each one of these girls, they think about the shot that they want. Big block there, though, from Bonham. The most life I think we've seen out of the Falcons. But a turnover, the travel, the frustration continues. Just took one too many steps before passing it off. I will say this, and maybe Corey, you can attest to this. I really like the play that I've seen, as struggling as it's been for Mariah Bonham. Looks like a bright star for the Lady Falcons. Just been a rough afternoon for them. Ball movement now, working around with some of the bench for the Lady Rams, who I think that depth could be a huge thing this year as well. This unit, when they've been out here playing together, looking like a starting lineup of their own. Swartz facing a little bit of difficulty, but drives inside. Crafty pass. Outside, shot a little bit short, but offensive board goes to the Lady Rams. Fight for the rock. Morris stood alone. Defense swarms in, though. Wasn't able to get a shot. Ball goes out of bounds. I'm going to say last tip by the Lady Falcons. 30 seconds and counting here in the third quarter, as you see down on our Chris Darwis Edwards-Jones scoreboard. Got a rotating scoreboard sponsors today between Mr. Chris Darwis and the Wilson Tire Company. How fortunate we are to not have not one, but two scoreboard sponsors. Shout out to the Upper Sandusky community and all those sponsors I discussed at halftime. Excellent in ensuring live and free coverage was coming up this year for the Lady Rams. As the third quarter comes to a close, Upper Sandusky 48, Riverdale Lady Falcons 7. You've been watching high school basketball live and free on the OH Report.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
We believe in the gun, and our players don't use it most days. They use it every day.
In my 20 years as head coach, I've used the gun every single year. Well, my dream as a coach that everybody would grow up with the gun, because getting all those reps would make my job a lot easier.
Money time here in Upper Sandusky as Atlee Vent got a layup there at the beginning of the fourth quarter for the Lady Rams, or excuse me, for the Lady Falcons, who get a stop down at their end and now look to try and put two together in a row. Drive inside, collect the offensive rebound, though. Shot put up, no good. Rebound goes to the Lady Rams. Had a little bit of a fun break doing a chicken dance there in between the third and fourth quarter. Not sure if that's a tradition, but I guess we'll be here enough to find out this year. A lot of role players now getting some big minutes for the Lady Rams. And I say role players only because you can only have 5 starters, so inevitably you've got to have a bench. And I tell you what, they have a lot of depth on their bench. Coach Vent, though, going to call a timeout. That will indeed stop the clock. Timeouts do still stop the clock in a running clock, but go back to the comment section. Corey, I saw you said middle school numbers are good, just really young this year. And, you know, that happens with a lot of teams got that roster in front of me, and as you alluded to, 3 seniors, Biltoff, Cummings, and Courteau on the squad this year. But outside of that, just 2 juniors, Combs and Vent, Bonham, Gonzalez, and Shaw, juniors, and then Boutwell, the freshman. And you know, you see that a lot, obviously, in high school. You're only going to have them for a short time, but, you know, sometimes you get lucky enough to have that magical group of seniors that's all paired up together. But never a bad thing, though. It's even through the hard times, they're building that experience right now. So going to gain a lot of experience that will help as they progress towards their goals. 3-pointer up, but no good. Bryn Cundiff couldn't connect on that one. Riverdale thought about a 3 of their own. Kick it outside to Courteau. Shot up, no good. Good hustle, but stepped out of bounds. Takes an awkward fall. Take a look at it one more time. Mariah Bonham, the hustle, but looks to be okay. Walked it off on her own. One of those respect the hustle plays right there. Sacrificed her body and wasn't able to come up with the rock, but a team that has been trying all day long. The Rams fight for the ball. Believe possession still remains with Upper Sandusky, and it will. That running clock now back and moving after the timeout. Hope Morris going to run a little bit of the 1 now for the Lady Rams along with Riley McCreary. So even a lot of the junior varsity getting a chance now to step in here and get some varsity playing time. Ball was tipped, the official said, so that was not an over and back, but a turnover for the Lady Rams. And see, you know, now you're getting a prime example of what's going on in their program from top to bottom. A lot of the same skills and emphasis being hammered home. You can tell by the way the junior varsity comes in and wants to play the same way as the varsity. Foul will be on Maddie Biltoff of Riverdale. Just the first foul for her, first team foul of the half for Riverdale. Really hasn't been a lot of fouls. 2 team fouls for Upper, 1 for Riverdale here in the second half. Great pass inside, but just couldn't finish. Abby Penwell went up a little bit too strong, but then collects the board on the other side. Upper Sandusky off and running. See, we have another comment here that I will get to in a second. Madison Hart gets called for the travel. Uppers, just their 3rd turnover. Karen Smith dropping a comment, cheering for the Lady Rams from Port Charlotte, Florida. Thank you, Ohio Report, for broadcasting Uppers basketball games this year. Well, thank you, Karen. We're certainly happy to be able to do so. Excited for the opportunity ahead and glad we're going to be able to bring it to you down in Florida. So in return, I think it's only right that you send us some of the warm weather back. Live and free hoops, all we ask for is a little bit of sunshine. But thank you, Karen, so much for watching. Have a message here, too. I mean, I alluded to it during halftime, but, folks, I can't remind you enough. Tune into our regional final delayed broadcast tonight. Join Travis Berardi tonight for probably his first time running camera and doing commentary. I mean, it's such a blessing and opportunity. Huge game for Travis. Big deal alert, folks. His first game ever from New Philly. So looking forward to that one tonight. I can't wait to get home and turn on the OH report and hear the beautiful pipes of Travis Berardi and Brian Skronsky later on this evening. But mark this down in the record books, Beraldo's first trip to New Philly. And I'm going to have a lot a lot to hear about after this one when I see Travis shortly. But tune in, 9 p.m., somewhere in there. We will be live on our main YouTube channel and our Facebook page. But play has resumed. 3:30 and counting here in the fourth quarter. Ball coughed over. Going to be brought up court now by Bryn Cundiff. Had Brian Skoronsky on the brain still. Ball kicked inside. Another opportunity for Abby Penwell, and this time she gets it. 50-9. But an opportunity now. Bucket counts. Bonham takes it in for the and one opportunity. Take one more look on our BS Media instant replay, and a chance now for a three-point play for Bonham. Third team foul on the home squad of the second half. First foul shots, though, for either team. First shooting foul. Shots up, and it's good. Bonham knocks it down. Bryn brings up the ball. Passes off to McCreary. Outside in the corner to Hart. They're going to take too many steps, and that'll be a travel called. Turnover now on the Lady Rams. I will say this, though, too. Riverdale has drastically reduced the amount of turnovers here. Just 5 through the second half, given the clock's running. Much more frequent, but when you're in this situation, you've got to, I'm sure you're trying to keep mental notes of any positive things that you're going to be able to take out of this and work on. That's been one of them. As the Falcons put up a shot. Oh, and that one just rimmed out. Would have been the first 3 of the day for Riverdale, but no good. Rebound to the Lady Rams, who are out and running. Kick it up top, ball fake from McCreary. Kicks it back outside. And Riley McCreary, the 5'6" freshman guard, knocks down a 3. First of the second half, believe it or not, for Upper Sandusky as well. Layup up, a little bit too strong. Offensive board, though. And Atlee Vent gets her own rebound, gets the field goal. It's 53-14. 55 seconds to play here at Upper Sandusky. Battle for the ball. Bonham has it. Gets buried. It looks like they're going to call a foul. And it will be on Madison Hart, the freshman wing for the Lady Rams. Clock still running, though. And Riverdale, with a little bit of time left on the clock, 20 seconds. So they look to try and cap off a day on a positive note, and they will. Atlee Vent knocks down the three-pointer, first of the day for the Lady Falcons. Now just 10 seconds. Upper Sandusky, in all likelihood, will just dribble out the ball. They will put up one more shot. Too strong. Rebound to Riverdale. 1 second. Gets the shot off. Rims out. But that will do it. Your final score, 53-17. Upper Sandusky moves to 2-0 on the season. Riverdale falls to 0-2. Coming up next, we got post-game stats, MVP interview, and more. Keep it right here, locked and loaded. You're watching high school basketball live and free on the OH Report.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
We believe in the gun, and our players don't use it most days. They use it every day.
In my 20 years as head coach, I've used the gun every single year. Well, my dream as a coach that everybody would grow up with the gun, because getting all those reps would make my job a lot easier.
our Federal Credit Union Player of the Game, and I have senior Lady Ram Elise Schwartz with me tonight, along with the mascot here in the background. But Elise, dominating win for you ladies today. That second quarter really huge for you, 4 3-pointers. Tell me how you were feeling from beyond the arc and just letting it fly.
Well, I would say that after the first two, I was really proud of myself. And then after like the third and fourth one, I was really surprised, but it felt really nice to sink them in.
12 points, too, in that big first half for you. Tell me about the depth that this team has, because that showed, no matter what pairing of girls was on the floor, you guys really play and gel well together. So just tell me about the depth that you have on this year's team.
I think all of our girls, all of our players are really selfless. Like, no one wants to take the ball from themselves. We all want to make plays for each other. And I think that we're going to go pretty deep this year because we care about each other and we work really well together.
Is there a personal goal here early in the season that your team has after starting 2-0, like season goals for your team as well?
I would say just keep working. Like, always strive for better. I don't really know.
And then something that we do here on the OH Report, if there's anyone that might have been at home or anyone you want to give a special shout out to, I'll give you a chance to look in the camera and do so.
I'll give a shout out to my grandma that she couldn't make it today, but I bet she was watching. Hi, Grandma.
Awesome stuff. Well, congratulations. Good job on the 2-0 start, and we'll be here for every home game, so I'm sure we'll see you soon.
Thank you very much.
All right, we'll take one more final break, be back to wrap things up right here on the OH Report.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
We believe in the gun, and our players don't use it most days. They use it every day.
In my 20 years as head coach, I've used the gun every single year. Well, my dream as a coach that everybody would grow up with the gun, because getting all those reps would make my job a lot easier.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Hayden Gray here at Upper Sandusky High School, where the Lady Rams walk away with a 53-17 win over the Riverdale Lady Falcons. Falcons drop to 0-2 to start the year. Upper Sandusky Lady Rams now move to 2-0 to start the season. And let's take one look at the final stats for the night. 3-pointers, a little bit slower in the second half, but again, running clock was in effect for the entire half, so they end with 9. They had 7 in their first game of the year, so taking another step forward in that department. 17 rebounds even across both sides. Turnovers, 18, so Riverdale able to, cut back on those a little bit there in the second half. And then 4 of 6 shooting from the free throw strike for the Lady Rams tonight. 2 of 14 from the line for Riverdale. But those are your final stats brought to you by the Kimmel Corporation. And one final time, I want to thank the sponsors that we do have tonight that bring you the action live and free. Kimmel Corporation, Chris Darwis, Edward Jones Financial Advisor, Wilson Tire Company, Quest Federal Credit Union, Spherion Mid Ohio, and Shoot Away. Thank you so much for being a part of this Upper Sandusky community. We appreciate the support, so go check them out in and around your community, folks. Support their services and products. And how could I forget BS Media, a sponsor tonight as well. And one final time, I'll plug what we got coming up later on tonight. Regional Final Football Danville Blue Devils taking on Warren JFK. That one will be kicking off at New Philadelphia at 7 p.m. with Brian Skoronsky and Travis Berardi on the call. Due to OHSA rules and regulations, we cannot air the game in real time, so we're going to get that to you as soon as we can. Look for the feed to begin around 9 p.m. free on our Facebook page and our main YouTube channel. Search the OH Report on Facebook and search the OH Report in the search bar on YouTube. Look for that blue and orange OH Report color logo, and that'll be the place, folks. But that is it for me here tonight. I want to thank Jory Skoronsky, my camera operator and sideline reporter tonight, and want to thank Adam Thompson. Yes, for the first time ever, Jory Skoronsky getting some great questions asked down there with Coach Vent. Brian Skoronsky, Travis Berardi, want to thank them back at the studio, and Adam Thompson, my director and producer for tonight. Your final score, one final time, Upper Sandusky 53, Riverdale 17. I'm Hayden Gray saying so long from Upper Sandusky. Tune in later tonight, and we'll see you on a stream near you. You've been watching high school basketball live and free on the OH Report, powered by BS Media Productions.